Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West. This is episode 13, but it's actually part 2 of a pretty long gaming session I had. So I split the video, and then this is the second part of that I did. So we will jump straight into the game, and I hope you will enjoy it. I'm just going to go this way, or I'm up here, go down. It's strange that it wants me to go around it, but if there's a cliff here, I can just use the shield ring. Wow, that's pretty. How the light and the trees get together. Oh, now it gets dark. Fast travel, yes. To this one.
Could you imagine bringing down one of those tremor tusks in the rebel world?
It's sometimes confusing when it jumps around. Oh, right. She didn't fight with us. She had taken her grandson's place.
3 leave, only you return? What happened?
Cavo was telling the truth. The rebels had a behemoth. Cavo was injured in the battle, but we stopped the attack. Aroke
regrets that he doubted the boy. Your grandson proved himself to be honest and brave, Chaplain. He's loyal to the lowland.
So you'll release him?
He's earned his freedom. But it'll take many more deeds to earn back the rest of the clan's trust.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Thank you, Aloy.
Indeed. Fall's Edge owes you a great debt. May this begin to repay it.
Thank you.
As soon as you're healed, I have so much to show you.
Welcome back, Cavo.
That's nice. It ended in a good way. Okay, shield wire. Okay. Is there a hunter merchant here? Hunter hunting goods.
Come, trade.
Once again, the merchant has weapons I can't buy. Ooh, I can buy this outfit. It's pretty all round, and it also protects me against plasma, acid, and shock. Or I don't know what it means when it's minus something. She has a lots of shards, but this outfit is pretty expensive as well. It will set me back a lot of shards, but I have the other things I need, so I will just buy it. Resources. Oh, rock breaker mining claw. I can sell some resources. That was pretty decent, what I got for that. Gear upgrade resources. If there's anything I have lots of, I can sell some. Processed metal block. Ammunition resources. I have sold some of these before, but I tend to run out of blast paste and metal bones. I have some in my stash, I think, but I tend to run out of these and I can't carry many of them. And maybe I should just hold on to ammunition resources regardless. Jungle bird wing. There have to be some upgrades I can do now. One weapon upgrade. Perimeter tripcaster. Fire and shock tripwires. Or protective shield wires. Alrighty. 5 upgrades. And now I already need something else to upgrade it. This is very powerful. 224 shock, 229 fire, and 154 explosive damage. I can only craft traps. Okay, so I completed the side quest with Dekka, and I said that I wanted to go back to the GAIA. I hope that won't take long to do, but I'm just going back there to do it. The base, return to the base. This has to be where GAIA is.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
I think it's still the same rumor. She will tell me.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Main quest, the Kulrut return to the base. Am I in the wrong place? Maybe I shall... Oh, I think this is right.
Like this? Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around, Erend. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Varl said you might need some help after all. Doing, complicated things.
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Kotallo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to GAIA.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with GAIA to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
I like Erend and Varl, and so...
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Yeah, usually works.
I like most, if not all, of the characters.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge Aether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Maybe I can get what I need to get the override.
GAIA,
Do this.
what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
I don't know what this is about.
Error. Drone offline. Error. Data missing. Error. Drone feed disconnected. Error. Drone feed disconnected. Error. Data missing. Error. Drone offline.
I don't think I can do anything with that. Here you go, Gaia.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated AETHER frequency.
AETHER. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually AETHER?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A
Save
desperate
our
plea for help.
souls. As far as I know, that's what it's short for. And that's sad and also very, I don't know the right word. Just on the from the top of my head. But it's sad with an SOS. I wonder what it is.
Why would AETHER send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why AETHER would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either AETHER is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be AETHER.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could it be the Zenith? Yes, I would think so.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other GAIA root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
I have no choice but to choose. I'll investigate.
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
End of story.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
The Kulrut. I don't think I can do any upgrades. Cradle of Echoes.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
So this Eleuthia we're going after, that's part of GAIA.
That's the warden function. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where have I seen this before?
I wonder which room it is.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
This one?
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for control center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad. There's data here. Another room. What for?
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.
I wonder how she can go in there. There's loot, but I can't get to it. Oh, now I see.
If I was further back.
Okay.
There it is.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
I don't get why there's an exclamation mark in this dialogue. I have come across other instances where there was a question mark over somebody's head or on the ground or something, but there weren't any question marks like that in the menu.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Didn't I just do this?
So you've been talking to GAIA?
Oh.
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
Companions again?
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
What are you up to?
GAIA was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear.
I like so.
I see you've settled in.
GAIA did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
It's a metal world.
Did GAIA tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
The idea of life in space is humbling to me too, so I know the feeling.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left.
Oh.
The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own.
Poetic.
Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
Me too. There aren't any exclamation marks in this part of the menu. Have they gone from it when I go back? Yeah.
Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Nice. Is that my stash or something? I don't get why there's an icon over the box. Collected supplies. Okay. Fabrication terminal. I want to check that out.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted
privacy. Go in here. Oh, there's a Tenakth. Plowhorn horn and plowhorn primary nerve. Not enough resources. Okay, so I need resources and not just information about the machine. I still can't do that.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. GAIA, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
There's a whole lot of conversation I can have with him, but I don't want to do that right now.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the Ten walk with you.
This video is already pretty long, so I hope it will be quick, but I will talk to Varl and Erend, and then I will go find a campfire so I can save.
There she is. You ready to head out?
I need a little
Am I
more time.
stuck?
Okay. Let us know when you're ready.
I don't know if I'm going to go on a completely new mission if I do that. Or what? I can go out of the base. Maybe. And to this campfire. The base talk to Varl. On hold. Okay, so I couldn't do either of these even if I wanted to do that. And these are on hold as well. Cradle of Echoes, level 20. I'm level 21. It wants me to do this and not anything else. But I hope I can. Where does this lead? Alright. Can I leave this place?
No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access.
The campfire is that way.
Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now.
Oh, I have a stash in here.
This is the rite of passage that Vishav gave me at the embassy.
Shouldn't she carry that with her?
He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
Oh, blast paste. Restock, yes. I have travel packs. I think I'm going to use one of those if I can and then go out to the fireplace. Oh, I'm right there. I don't know if I can leave, but we will find out. fast travel is disabled. So I can't even use a... Oh no. I can't use a fast travel pack. Okay, then I have to go and talk to Varl and Erend.
What do you say? Should we get going?
I don't have a choice, so...
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that Zenith. Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Zenith is dead.
Almost didn't make it. Oh, this snow's coming down heavy.
It would be interesting if you could loot this strange space machine.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Specter had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Spectre instructions.
What a mess.
Now this is a find.
Investigate the battlefield. What else do I need to do? I wonder if I can go and save now. I want to do that. Fast travel is disabled. I would like to go to a campfire so I can save.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
What else do I need to do? Oh, now I see it.
The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
An Oseram? I thought it was a Tanact.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Okay.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zenith to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? AETHER?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
I took a short break earlier in this gaming session but so far I have
There's some
played
kind
4.
of old world ruin down here.
You said the
Almost.
Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
It's now been 3 hours. It will be a bit shorter when I cut
Looks
off
like
the
some
break.
kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
I hope I can end the video soon, or else I'm going to have to split the video to get it under 3 hours.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset?
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Data point.
All this stuff. I wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith,
Find
probably
anything
discovering
that might
amazing
tell us what the
things.
asset is?
I don't think so. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
I get confused in these kind of buildings.
The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Huh? The log? I have no idea which of these it is. It's probably a text data point from a quest. Maybe this one. Okay, no code in that. The active quest is Cradle of the Echoes. It's a main quest. Okay. Oh, here's an SOS. 237.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
So there's one more than what the voice said.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Veda. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those Specter things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Specter gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Okay, this might take some time, so I will have to split this video into two. Okay, prepare for the battle.
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick. Still in this fight.
Finally.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
I have some in my inventory. Don't I? Maybe I do.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Specter. I just hope Erend stays in cover.
One more of them. I need more medicinal plants.
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. I need to sneak around. It's a fight if I take that thing head on. Oh, the snow's dampening the sound. Heavy weapon. I could use it against the Specter.
That's what I need the heavy weapon for.
Now this'll do some damage.
Shields down! It's on the move!
Corroded.
I can keep going.
Everyone, you okay?
Give me a break. Please. I just want to shoot.
Now this is where I belong.
No more. No potion. Please bring one. Bring one. Hello.
I'm glad I had this.
Where's the weapon?
Are you sitting this one out? You need help, Aloy? Let's smash these machines.
weapon. Where is the weapon? I think it ran out of ammunition.
Oh, good.
Let's take them out! Are you okay?
Help me!
Aloy, heads up!
Drink.
Gets some blood flowing, doesn't it? Can't beat Around 4. Aloy. Shatter that machine. That's the quick way to take it down.
Oh.
Aloy
2.0.
She's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Oh, now it has cooled down.
If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zenith won't be so invincible after all. No room on me. I can send it to my stash.
Oh, that's the one I can't pick up.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
Not enough resources. I need wild meat to craft. Okay, I have one large and one medium health potion. This video
right.
is
Let's look at this mess of data then.
It's pretty long. at this point, so I hope I can go and save this. Can I go there now? Please? Fast travel is disabled. Oh, come on. Talk to Gaia and talk to Varl and the clone.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up.
So,
on the other side.
Aloy, I suppose you want information about you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you are...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but
The only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of information.
You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Specter drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
It's wild that the original humans from Earth have survived for 1,000 years. I was thinking that they were in cryo sleep and that the spaceship had woken them up or something, and that they figured, well, now is the time to go back to Earth and reclaim it. But maybe that's not the case.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the GAIA root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Every time she's done talking, she sits back down, so I could choose another one of the options. It's a signal that, yes, I have to get ready and choose something else.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
That's how she would feel.
Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...?
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing!
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything! Everyone! They're gonna die.
Hey! Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
I don't know if I can save now.
So this Hephaestus, he's like,
Fast travel is still disabled.
his own personal blacksmith.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zenith got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Now it wants me to go and get the next subordinate function.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
You're the one that helped me find it.
People make mistakes.
He's rocking out.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
'Cause there's 2 of me now.
There's 2 of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
I hope I can come back and talk to him later. A new quest from So. I'll get that.
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it a reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
Oh, I need a Grimhorn horn for the override and something else. I can't remember the other thing, but I hope I will
need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
I hope I will get the Grimhorn horn when I go do that side quest with So. Alright. In the other room.
Where'd Kotallo go?
Okay, primary nerve and horn, both from a plow horn. Primary nerve and horn. I hope I can go out.
You would too, if you knew everything there is to know about everything.
I hope I can go and save now. Maybe this one is better.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Ooh, he has weapons I can buy. I need something that can shoot with shock. Shock bolt blaster. I could also buy this. The bolt blaster requires that you are pretty close to the enemy, but I would like to shoot them with the bow from a distance. And this is a purge water, I think, and not shock. Before I save and end the video, I'll just spend my skill points. $17. I need to be a better warrior, I think. Resonator blast. I don't know what resonator blasts are. If I get this, I can get this. Valor Surge. Resonator damage. Power attacks. Hold right trigger to charge up a power attack. Release to strike. I think I will get some from the survivor as well. Low health ranged, passive boost. Ranged attacks deal more damage when you are dangerously wounded. I will just get this. And then maybe also this. Yeah, low health melee. Melee attacks deal more damage when you are dangerously wounded. Yes, thank you. Overshield. Maybe I should get the shield. Valor on impact. And then something from Infiltrator, I think, will be the last one. Smoke bomb capacity. Oh. They're locked. Or I just don't have enough skill points for those. I don't think a smoke bomb capacity is very important. So, Machine Master instead. What can we do here? Nothing. Locked. And I don't have enough. Okay, maybe Hunter. Weapon stamina. Valor Search Master. Or stamina regen. I think this is more useful than the others. I'm not sure. Build up Valor faster or increase weapon stamina limit. Recover weapon stamina faster. I'm not sure about this. Infiltrator. Oh, that was the smoke bomb capacity. What about Trapper? Resilient Trapper. Take less damage when triggering your own trap or tripwire. Maybe I should do that. Food duration. Okay, I haven't even gotten any food yet, except for the one dish I got in Change Brave, so this is better. Okay, that was it for that. Now I can finally,
Sit with me,
or I
Erend.
could end
I've got something
the
to
video
tell you.
before, but I will end the video here. As you might know, I have split this episode and the one before it. I hope that I can find a good place around the middle where I could split it, so they are almost equally long.
I have something to say, champion.
This is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it might be all over the place. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will watch the next episode. Until then, take care. Thank you for watching.
Champion, I need to tell you something.